Perfect.
Hey, y'all. Hey, happy hump day Wednesday, y'all. I know we don't do lives on Wednesday, but we do when we have champs in the house. Sitting in the middle of the queens. I don't even want to call him the young prince at this point because, you know, he got straps. He's defended his straps and he's sitting there chilling. He got a nice little southern do-rag on. So I'm gonna call him king because he got his morning crown on and whatnot. Y'all, please welcome friend of the show, Mr. Brian Norman Jr., the champ, I was gonna call you a heavyweight champ, the welterweight champ of the world. How you doing?
Hey, maybe one day I may be the heavyweight champ. Who knows? You
All
know what I'm saying?
right.
I love
Okay.
Waffle House here and there. I may get up there.
Not the Waffle House. Did you have Waffle House this morning?
Look, mind your business. You asking too many questions.
Hold on, please don't tell me you eating at the Waffle House because they got roaches, and I know.
Hey. I'm trying to put on this chat persona. I got to be disciplined. Waffle House, we gonna lead it out the conversation.
Not too much on the
Okay,
Waffle
so
House.
no, y'all nasty. What kind? You drink the Dasani water too? While we talking about the Waffle House, I need to see what side you on. What you on? You drink Dasani
Don't
water?
tell me you don't like no Waffle House. You don't like Waffle House?
Listen, the last
That's
time
her.
I don't like the Waffle House. I like IHOP.
You slipping on your pimping.
She's
Slipping on your pimping.
I found out my friend is a little bit, she kind of bougetto. She a little sophisticated. Cause you done beating me up on my water. You talk funny about the Waffle House.
You drink Dasani water. B, what kind of water do you drink, B? I need to know before we go any further because I don't
I don't drink Dasani. I drink Eternal.
He my nephew. Okay, he my nephew. I don't know who you are, friend. That's my nephew.
Listen, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. What you been doing? You look like you've been out and about moving around. What you been doing this morning?
You know, I've been chilling. So just sipping on my coffee, you know what I'm saying, chilling. Right after done with this, I'm hitting the gym. I ain't really doing much.
You a coffee drinker?
Yep. Big time. I love it
He's
every morning.
old. He an old man in a young baby's body, Lord. Help him.
Every
Everybody
morning.
be telling me that, man. I just feel like older people got a whole lot more wisdom, and they say youth is wasted on the young. So I'm gonna try to listen to them and see what they got to say.
Well, I like that. That's smart. That's very smart of you, sir. You seem to have a very old soul. Do you have siblings?
Yes, I have 3 older siblings and 2 younger siblings.
Oh, you right in the middle. Very
Right
good.
there in the middle. Dead slap in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. Very well. So, how is that? I mean, you boys and girls mixed. How many?
Yes.
Who? How many sisters? How many brothers?
I got 1 older brother, 1 younger sister, and I got 2 older sisters, 1 younger brother. Well, yeah, two older sisters, 1 older brother, and then 1 and 1 regarding girl and boy who younger than me.
Okay, so you get it.
So they mixed y'all right on up. That was That was lucky, baby. They normally get them grouped together.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Y'all have a good time then. Okay, right. So Atlanta, you were telling us off camera how you are not as comfortable as you like to be when we out in Vegas because it's a lot of hustle and bustle going on. Congratulations, by the way,
Yeah.
on the last performance. Good stuff. Um,
Thank you, thank
so
you,
what
thank you.
is it about Atlanta that makes you not want to leave?
It's the culture off rip. Like we know for a fact it's a deep culture, just embracing you off rip. You know what I'm saying? You know how it's a real black city. We all know that for a fact, and everybody embrace each other. It's a whole bunch of Southern hospitality, and then it's not too fast like you just said out there in Vegas. Vegas just a little bit too fast for me with all the hustle and bustle. I ain't got time for all that. I'm trying to sit down and chill for somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Chill with my folks. Why y'all moving so much? Relax. Got my anxiety going through the roof. But no, I love it out here in the A.
Okay. It looks nice and peaceful and crispy outside. What's the temperature?
Mhm. So, the temperature is cool. I think it's probably like 65, probably sunny day, clear skies, wind blowing. Shoot, this the perfect day ever.
It is. It looks so nice and peaceful. Friend, what you got for Mr. Norman?
I got to jump right into the boxing because, you are becoming a big thing. And a lot of people, they tend to, I don't want to say overlook you, they just don't know enough about you yet. You had a performance against Santillion and you stopped him in devastating fashion. I got a photo that I use often of you from in the ring after that fight, a pose that you did. How was that moment for you in that moment? The pose, like, was that planned? Did you plan that? Or was it just something your brain was like, yeah, this is my moment. Here I am.
It just happened on the spot. I real deal don't know what done got into me. I ain't even the posing type like that, but it was just like, so this y'all king, so this the guy that was supposed to knock me out. This the guy that was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, send me up out the boxing game and like, you know what I'm saying, just humble me, I get all these kind of things. So it really wasn't nothing personal. Like you said, it was just my moment and my time and things happen. God told me to do it, so I'm listening to God.
Oh, you gonna put that on the Lord? Okay. All right then. Okay. So listen, before that, speaking of
It
that
was
fight,
God's
before that,
plan. It was God's plan.
it was his plan. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have it. So before that fight, there was I want to say I don't know if it was a fight previous to that or maybe one before that, but it was the first time that we had seen you go down, right? The fight that you had that they ended up stopping, I think you got a cut. Was it you or your opponent? They got a real bad cut.
Shoot, both of us.
Okay, yeah, that was a very crazy
Yeah.
4 rounds, right? So I
It was
listen. I ain't go
just 3 rounds.
three. Okay, I was
Yeah.
nervous. I was very nervous for you going into that Santillan fight. I was like, Lord, because I had just seen him do who he do bad. He did somebody real bad. I forgot who it was. It was a bloodbath.
Alexis Roach.
Rocha, yeah, he did Rocha real bad. So I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous for you. I said, Lord, now, Brian, I'm gonna need you to come on now. I felt like they had set you up. I didn't have a good feeling going into that fight. So when I tell you, when you put on the performance that you put on, I was I was shocked. I'm listening. I was a little shocked. I was like, okay, Brian ain't playing with us. He came in here and did what he had to do and did not leave it to the judges. So since that fight, I've been watching and watching. And like you said, when we saw you in Vegas, I feel like each and every time out, each and every time we see the cameras in your face, you're getting more mature, more comfortable in front of the cameras. Um, and now we have this story that's building with you and somebody who's fighting this weekend. Um, are you ready for what comes with big time boxing and what comes with your name getting bigger and bigger and bigger? Because you're gonna have to have more trips in Vegas. You're gonna have to have more trips all over at this point. You ready for that?
I'm definitely ready for all the big time fights, all the big time media trying to talk about me, and people try to say it's a whole lot of pressure, but I'm used to it now. Like the fact that I won that Giovanni fight with all that pressure against me, I know for a fact that fight was a setup. I was set up. I was supposed to lose the fight. I just came off of a bad cut and my first time being knocked down in my whole life, so it was a whole lot going against me. And that fight at 23 years old, and that's a little kid. Think about it. That's a little kid. So I'm ready for everything. I used to be shy of it. I used to be scared of all these cameras and a little weary of it. Cause once again, I'm still just a little country dude, and I ain't used to all of this. But regarding Las Vegas, all these other big cities, big events or whatever, I'm ready for all of it. I'm used to it now. No matter where I go, I'm at home. Especially when we step into the ring. No matter anytime we step into the ring, I'm back at the crib, and I got to knock you off my land.
I know that not off my land. That's that's some good Southern country off my
But see,
land. I love that.
that's what I told him in Vegas. Like, I really meant what I said when I told you, don't never let nobody change how you talk and how you carry yourself, because they're gonna try to change you. I'm like that too. I say what's on my heart in the moment, and my friend be like, friend, you might want to kind of dial it back. Don't ever change you, because one thing they're gonna have to do,
Yeah.
two things that's gonna happen. They either gonna accept you or they not gonna like it. But you have a way to put a little humbleness on it that make people be like, you know what? I can accept this. This guy talks to me hard, but it's sweet. I like this. I can deal with this. Don't let nobody change you. The way you do everything is perfect. And it's going to intimidate the guys that you deal with. The guy that you fought on Saturday, he
Yeah.
was intimidated. And I don't know if you picked up on it in the presser. I did. Because when you started talking to him, he was like, oh no, I gotta say something back, but I don't know what to say. In my brain not thinking fast enough, and you had already had a comeback. They not prepared. They not
Yeah,
prepared for it.
I peeped that I had got him scared and nervous before the fight off rip. Like he wouldn't even look at me in my eyes or none of that. And I was just wondering, like, I
And
ain't even did nothing to you yet. Like, what's up with you?
and see, that's the thing too, because some people, when you are speaking, when you up there, when you're in front of the cameras, like my friend said, you are very authentically yourself. You're not shy anymore. It comes through that way. And for a lot of boxers, it's not natural for them to speak like that. They're not really talkative that way. They don't have quick comebacks. Stuff like that is going to be, I think, very beneficial moving forward as well, because you don't have to fake it up there.
Yeah, I appreciate
You
it.
know, yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. What?
It's,
What?
it's
We
real
ain't gonna
life.
hold
This
you.
what I live.
That's what you live. What you want to
Hmm.
do next, Brian? Who you want next? What? Because we know you have options.
Sure, what I want next is a big name. That's all I want. I want to keep on building my star power, keep building, my name behind myself, keep building my legacy, and just take this whole boxing career through the roof. That's the whole thing. So, like, I'm 24 now. By the time I retire, let's say I got 10 more years in me, you're going to say
Hmm.
that was a bad mother, shut your mouth.
Okay. Now, how much longer you plan on staying at 47?
Shoot, I'm cool and comfortable right here, so I'm going to be here for a cooler minute. I'm trying to be like
Oh,
B-Hop, Carlos Mazone, all those guys. Just hold and maintain.
okay, perfect. Oh, I love that. Go ahead, Brian.
Because I got to, okay, so with you naming those names, I always ask our guests a question, especially the younger guys, because I be trying to see where they mind at. I got two questions, but it's all one question. One, you ever had any silver teeth?
No.
No? Okay. Two, are you in it for the money or are you in it for the name?
First thing first. What the silver tooth question got to do with
Okay,
what
because
this
I have
is?
a theory. Okay, I have a theory, and I have that theory about you. But some people have inner silver teeth. You might be one of those people where I'm just trying to fill you out a little bit. So silver
Yeah.
tooth kids, they're bad, right? And they always fight. It take a lot to beat up a silver tooth kid. So I've known you got knocked down and you got back up and you beat somebody up. So I know they in you. I'm just trying to figure out if they was in the front or in the back. I'm gonna fill it out throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my answer. I know they in there. I just need to know if you the sugary or if you the pea silver tooth. I don't know yet. Either way, you one of those two. But it's good. It's all for the best. I just need to know.
Well, this is what I got to say regarding. You said money or legacy, right?
Yes.
So I'm in for both of them. I'm in for the money and the legacy. Like, look at my boy Floyd. Um, he was real big on the money. He got paid, but also look at his resume. The boy, he was fighting everybody. He was doing his thing. So salute to him. Now, regarding where I get my attitude from, I do have two younger siblings, but I was raised as the baby. Um, they had original four, me being the last one. My mama and daddy, they had four kids, me being the last one, and they both broke apart and had one separately.
Okay.
And I was raised as the baby for like, let's say 13 years. So I'm the youngest sibling of four.
Ooh.
And I was the only light skinned, so you best believe I was bullied. I was all these kind of things, but it's just sibling things. So I always had a little chip on my shoulder off rip just coming up.
Was you
And
the
I
only
love and
boy? You
appreciate
the
them for
baby
that.
boy? You the
Yeah,
baby boy or the only
Yeah.
was the only boy at that time?
both.
I was a baby boy.
With three
Nah, I got
sisters.
the oldest is my brother.
Oh, okay, okay,
But he
okay,
still
okay.
No, it was
was the sibling.
yeah,
That
you
other
got
brother canceled out. Them two sisters in the middle canceled that out. Use the okay. I didn't learn that. Okay, they was
yeah.
front silver, friend. They not back silver. They front silver.
Yeah.
No, not front. Well, maybe front silver, no P. No P though.
No
No
P.
P.
They was
No
sugar.
P.
No
Yeah,
sugar's front silvers.
yeah,
Not no P. You was a
yeah.
good sweet bad baby. Did you fight a lot?
So I always been who I am now, which is, the good kid, humble, all those kind of things. But just like I am now, if I sit still too long, I get a little agitated. So I did used to have a little problem. Like, I wasn't bad, I just like to fight a little bit. So
Front
I
Look,
started
silver.
boxing like but I wasn't necessarily bad, but I did like to fight. So like around third grade, I started boxing, and like all those little school fights, it don't stop to about like middle school, but I was cool for the most part.
so what? Why boxing though? You didn't have to box. Why boxing? I feel like every boxer, every person who boxes for a living, like made the choice to say, "Listen, I'm a fight for a living." I kind of feel like y'all might be just like a little bit, not a lot of bit, a little bit off, just a little bit, not a lot of bit. But it take a special kind of person to decide. I'm gonna hit folks in the face, and I'm gonna get hit in the face. Uh, yeah. So
I, I,
why?
I believe
Why
you got to
box?
be, I believe, I believe you got to be very throwed off to want to get punched in your face for a living. So you are absolutely correct. Also, even going past that to be the best, you got to be very egotistical, but at the same time, check your ego. But just think about it. We put our body through pain, and we doing the same boring thing every single day. You got to be thrown off of that. Just marinate on that for a second. But why did I choose boxing? It's a few reasons. First thing first is my pops. He used to fight as well. I was at the gym at 3 years old just watching him, and he was the original assassin. He was the original Brian Norman. So it just me looking up to Superman my whole life, which is him. And then team sports, I don't really like team sports. The reason being, I know I'm gonna work hard. It's in me. But now, let's say football, I got 10 other players on the field with me, and they're over here playing around, not doing what they're supposed to do. And now I'm trash because y'all are trash. I ain't got time for that. We ain't finna play them games. So I chose boxing because literally everything is on me. It's just me versus them. Who put the most work in, who studied their craft the most, and who more about their business, who is more professional, who is more in the right mindset, who is crazier. Because once again, this is a crazy sport. So you may be more skillful than me, but are you crazy enough? You're not. Aaron probably, people want to say he the most skillful fighter, but that boy's bad. He knocked out Alexis Arguello. So you tell me.
Okay. So we okay. So we understand that we gonna little off a little bit. Okay, so I ain't wrong. I see that. Okay, I ain't want to offend, but
No,
okay.
because you know what? She asked that to everybody, but you the only person that gave the answer that she was wanting to hear this whole probably 2 years worth of time. You were the only person that asked the question right because you gave it exactly. It's
He
okay.
acknowledged. I love it.
You gotta be thrown off. You do. You do.
You do. You just a little bit. It ain't no. This is the truth. Okay, so I know what I want for you. I know what all of the fans are screaming for. This is a two-part question. One of your adversaries is on the schedule for Saturday. Will you be in attendance?
I will not be in attendance.
I wouldn't show the hell up either because you know why? You want to see me? Come see about me. You didn't come see about me when I was seeing Saturday. Guess what? I won't be seeing about you on Saturday either, boo.
And also how I feel is I'm the one that's supposed to be watching anyway. I ain't got time to be watching y'all. I'm the one. I'm the youngest champion out here. Not just in my division, but in boxing in general. So I'm the one y'all supposed to be watching. I ain't gotta watch y'all.
I meant what I said. You don't need no speech coach. You don't need nobody to come add to nothing. You just like that every single time, just like that. And when you feel like it ain't enough, go harder. Because what they gonna say, I threw the paint. That's what they gonna say.
She got this thing with Michaela Mayer. She just want Michaela Mayer to admit that she threw the paint on that girl and be like, "And what y'all gonna do?"
Because you know why? I don't see nothing wrong with a good villain. There's nothing wrong with a good villain. I love a good villain. I'm gonna support the good villain every time. Like you gonna end up being a villain because they ain't liking how you talking to them. I'm good right there. You gonna hear me in the back. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, that's my auntie. Don't worry about her. She crazy." But I'm gonna be back there yelling at the top of my lungs because
he threw the paint. He threw the paint.
I threw it for him. Don't worry about it. He didn't throw it. I threw it for him. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Look, the thing is, people are always trying to root for the hero, theoretically speaking, but they don't be wanting the hero to win because they see so much fun and character up in that villain. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't really a villain. I'm just a real dude. That's all it is. And if you don't like what I say, hey, that's on you. My bad for being the realest person ever. Check yourself.
We get it.
But
he my friend. I think me and his daddy is siblings.
We get that. Yeah, we get that
for me.
Yeah, we get that a lot over here too. Okay, so
they're gonna be all right. Just tell them to drink some water.
Well,
Maybe preferably the Sunny.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. All righty. Oh, okay. I see what this is. Okay. Moving forward. Okay. So, Mario Barrios anywhere on your radar anytime soon?
He definitely on my radar, and my own his is the question. I don't know if he want to fight me like that.
Brian, listen. What was the gentleman's name that you just fought?
Derek Cuevas.
Derek Cuevas. Great job. He was a formidable opponent. But we want what you want. We want the big names that you want. So there's you. There is Boots versus Stanionis winner. There's Mario Barrios. And then that last belt out there is who? Who's the last belt?
That's all of them. That's all of them.
That's all of them?
Boots and Stanionis. Yes.
That's
Boots
right.
and Stanionis got the 2 belts. And then me and Barrios.
That's right. Okay. So y'all got to mix it up at some point. They mixing it up over there. I feel like in my perfect world, it would only be right if you and Mario Barrios mixed it up. Not even like, I know you plan to fight again this year, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay. This is another question, and you might not be able to answer. But okay, so you just defended your belt. Are you comfortable? Are you good? How do you feel about Top Rank? How are they treating you over there?
Shoot, now they doing their thing. I'm a whole champion, so off rip, I ain't got no complaints at all. But even leading up to the fight with Derek Cuevas, now they'll push me real heavy regarding the promotion wise and, trying to get my name about this. And now they cool with me.
Okay, good. So you don't play. I'm not even gonna bring up like maybe going somewhere else. You're happy where you are. Have you heard anything about where you all are moving to after the ESPN deal, or no?
No, I haven't heard anything personally just yet. So
Okay,
we'll try to get some questions, some answers out of people, but he'll try to keep it discreet.
okay, okay. Um, how you feel about Turkey Al Sheik and this whole Dana White and this new TKO situation?
So before the Dana White situation, I was cool with Turkey because he giving people what they want, which is money. So now we can get all these big fights or whatever. We can get stuff done. You ain't got no more excuses. So at first I was with him, but since he partnered up with Dana White, and they trying to get rid of the Muhammad Ali act, so you can be my manager and promoter. To me, that's bad business. I don't care what you offering. I don't like that. Like the fact that
And
you my
he
manager
gonna be
and
trying to
promoter.
pay you in food stamps and gas dollars. We don't want
Yeah,
that. We don't want to get paid in
cause now,
food stamps and gas dollars. We want the money.
yeah, now it's too late. You already signed the contract. You gonna take what I give you.
So, do you think they have a decent chance of getting that done? Is that
I mean,
something
they
you
can
think?
try. I don't think
Yeah,
it'll make it like that. Like the way UFC operate and the way boxing operate, it don't work. And they keep trying to say boxing is dead. They've been saying this for years, like since
yeah,
before I was born, since
they
Ali
have.
time. They been saying this forever. But for some reason, fights keep on getting made, money keep on getting bigger, and we keep on just doing way more than UFC. So how you gonna keep trying to say we dead over here?
This is true. Sound like you got some feelings for it's not Turkey, it's Dana. It's Dana that pisses
Yes.
folks off.
I got feelings for him too. You ain't alone, cause I don't like how he pay his people, and I don't like how he pay the UFC people. You see all the stuff that them fighters have to say after a while, how they were treated in the UFC. It ain't fair. I don't think boxers should have to go. Anybody that's putting their life on the line for entertainment shouldn't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
I
true,
agree
in
with
my opinion, they getting towed up more than us. Like regarding, I seen one dude get his whole head caved in one time. Like they catching knees and elbows, but they getting paid $5.30. Like I ain't going out like that. And y'all ain't finna bring that whole little business operation over here to boxing.
I don't think they can bring it over to boxing, but I do find it interesting how just the mere presence and the you know we're talking about what if has put traditional boxing promotions on notice, and they are moving accordingly. So it cracks me up. I guess it's a double-edged sword. We really don't know what Dana White has planned. Um, but it has caused these other promotional companies to look like they want to engage in working together more than they did previously. So for me as a boxing fan, it's a win-win. If somebody from the outside got to come in and press you to do your job, then be pressed is how I feel about that. But I
I
think
do
it's a
agree
good
with you on
thing.
that regarding. Officer, I do
Yeah.
agree with you on that regarding when people get pressed, that's when they start trying to make some things shake. Like they realize, okay, I'm slipping on my pippin, let me go on and tighten up a little bit. I got these people under me trying to, I saying, take my spot. So now do love the fact that they pressing them though. I do love that.
Yeah, yeah, because y'all been out here running amok. So I like that. I like that part of it. And I do want to see exactly what Dana does. Is he going to, knowing that all the eyes are on him, knowing what the majority of the people are saying about how he doesn't pay well, if he is going to really try to implement that exact same model, or if he's going to do better knowing that the eyes are on him. I can't wait to see how bold he is with this new venture. I'm very interested to see what happens. Um, so we're not gonna hold you much longer. Friend, did you have anything else for Mr. Norman Jr.?
No, other than thank you for so much for finally coming over here and hanging out with us. You know, anytime you welcome to come over here, just say something so we can get you on. It don't matter. We'll change the schedule. Just let me know. Before you do leave though, drop your social media. Let these people know where they can find you, where to look forward to you at. Just different stuff about you before you leave That way we'll know where to. I'll clip it and make a clip just for your social media.
I got you. Well, on Instagram, Twitter, you can catch me at officialb.norman. And you best believe that this whole boxing game is mine now. I will be a new face of boxing. I'm gonna mark that right now as we speak. And I'm finna build up my whole resume. I'm finna do my whole little thing. And y'all finna be over here to watch it the whole time. Welcome to the Norman Experience, the Norman Show. Well, I'm finna go out here and do my little thug whiz out, man. You best believe that.
Not, not my thug whiz out. You so old. You so young old. It is
He
ridiculous.
young old so bad, but you know what? It's good for the sport. We need people like that. They don't understand how good that is. They don't.
Look, I do have a question for you. One more. I'm sorry. I thought about this. This is a question that I want to ask the majority of the boxes that we have moving forward. Um, in the last 5 years, what fight has been the fight with the most for you? What fight has been the fight that had the most shocking outcome in all the fights you've seen in the past 5 years? Which one had the most shocking outcome for you?
I can only think relevant for real, so I'm gonna have to go with that Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight. I ain't know it was
Okay.
gonna be like that. I ain't gonna
Okay.
hold you. I ain't gonna.
Okay.
Hold on, I got one even better. I got one even better. Cause now my dog did surprise me. My dog did
Give
surprise
me
me. Tank
give
versus
me
Lamont
two.
Roach.
Okay.
Tank versus Lamont Roach. My dog surprised me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Going into the fight, I thought he was gonna be another part of the Tank blueprint, which is start off slow, get knocked out late. But the boy was
Mm-hmm.
bad. The boy was sharp. He made me a believer. He proved me wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing but respect and love for dude Lamont Roach. But nah, he
Mm-hmm.
surprised me the most.
Me too. Who you got in the rematch?
I'm gonna go on Lamont just because
Okay.
I know the fact that
Everybody say
I know, yeah, the fact that he believed that he was robbed and he worked so hard for it, everybody was against. I don't know for a fact he trained a million times harder for the next one. He gonna try to bring it even more. So no, I go with Lamont for this one.
Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate y'all coming in here. Listen, before we get out of here, we did have a couple of super chats, and I want to acknowledge our folks who came through. Thank you, Coach Amber. She says, just because I finally caught a live. Thank you. We also had, who else did we have come through here? Was that it? I might have seen somebody else. Either way, I'll get y'all later on. Thank y'all though. Behind the lens, Sir Sir Senior, Mr. Big Play. I ain't gonna name all y'all because it's
280
early.
online. Salute Mr. Norman and the Queens and Coach Amber. Oh, you already got Coach Amber, but yeah, that was it.
Okay. Thank y'all so much. Um, we will hopefully be seeing you how soon next in the ring.
Um, hope for June or July we can get some started, get back in the ring.
Okay. Yeah. I want you to stay active. I want you to stay active. How's your hand feel?
I ain't got no problems at all, man. We back in the game, baby. We back in the game. We're doing our thing. Ain't got that hope it back the most. Now you finally get to see Norman at his full potential.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. We will definitely be watching. You are welcome, like my friend said, anytime on the show. And we'll see you guys on our regular scheduled program. Listen, you know you got to be special to get folks up early in the morning and whatnot, because
Early. Not only is it early, I'm sitting here doing this and my other work too. So you are very much special. Like when I called her yesterday, I said Brian said he could do it in the morning. And I was like, "What you got?" She was like, "Well, what you got?" I ain't got nothing. If he ain't got nothing, what we doing? So
listen, they want to
I
know, do
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
thank you so much to Chop Shop. He comes in late, but he wants to know, do you want boots? Do you want him
Yeah.
next? What's
Hey,
what's the tea?
I want boots for a fact, and I feel like everybody is already trying to place him on his pedestal, and like he's just that dude. But if you're looking at reality, he ain't really did nothing more than I did. What was he doing at 24 years old? Was he a champion at 23? Did he face as much adversity as me? And I feel like he's not better than me. He just got to the top before me. That's literally it. Congratulations, you were born before me. You had got pushed before me and things of that nature. But you look at me. I got the real struggle story. I'm the one who got more heat in the game. Boy, I done dedicated my life to this whole boxing stuff. Boy, I got hand surgery 3 times. Did you really did commit yourself to the boxing game like that? Are you crazy enough, throw it off enough like that? So
He
just
had
because
him.
somebody got there before you don't mean nothing.
That's my friend. He belonged to me. Me and his daddy is siblings, and he was birthed to be here to be my nephew friend because ain't no way you just he can't compete with you already. Y'all can't sit in the same chairs already because he don't know how to respond to that. What you just said right there is he don't have a response for that. He'll never have a response for that. He already spooked.
And this real life. I live this.
Better talk that talk. That's all
Well,
I.
well. I hope that answered your question, Mr. Chop Shop. Yes, indeed, he does want boots. Y'all crack me up. Y'all always want to know that. Well, ask, do he want? He says he wants all the big names. However they come, he wants them all. Okay, so we can quit asking him that. Y'all think he gonna say no? He don't want boots? Yeah, he want. He
Like
want boots.
it did,
He want
even with that, I'm a grown man at the end of the day. You think I'm just finna sit here and bow down to somebody else? Boy, you must be crazy. Y'all, what it is, I think these folks out here be soft for real. They be scared to test themselves and they scared of what might happen so they'll never do anything. And just look at reality. Okay. Let's say Boots. I ain't gonna hold you. The boy bad. The boy do his thing. The boy cool. He this and he that. But in reality, why is he that? Because he work hard. Because he on his P's and Q's. So now what if I do the exact same thing, but even more? What if I'm just a little bit more thrown off so I can push myself to that extra little bit that he don't have? You get what I'm saying? So also in reality, like I said, what the fuck he done did? What did he do? Like in reality, what did he do? He passed a whole bunch of eye tests. Okay, congratulations. Why is carrying somebody? Because he made you look bad. That's literally it. David Evanesia, people are trying to up him on that fight. Why is he somebody? Because he got knocked out by Terrence Crawford. That's it. Who another big fight? Roman Villa. Okay.
come
Why
forward,
is
Mexican.
Roman Villa? He barely beat Rasheed Ellis, who again nobody. And what's next
No,
after that?
how
Sergey
she
Lipinets. Okay,
straight?
cool. Congratulations. You got a good opponent. Wait a minute. No, you don't. Because all Sergey Lipinets is a blown up 140 pounder that got beat up by Mikey Garcia. Come on now. So I ain't saying the boy ain't bad. I'm just saying he ain't did nothing in reality. That's all I'm saying. And also, and then when it come down to the real life, real deal, when it get under them lights or whatever, these 8 ounces, boy, you best believe I'm thumping. I'm coming with this. So
Now
that
he
ain't
gonna
even
do
just
that,
for him.
and he
That's
gonna
for
do that.
everybody else out here.
I
That
don't
ain't
know.
even
We
just him. That's
seen them
everybody
under
out
the
here.
lights
That's
when
how
they
real
bright,
deal feel.
friend. And Brian do well from himself. Buddy do the same under them lights when they bright. Okay, Brian, listen, you.
I'm talking too much. I need to shut up.
No,
I need to be a little bit more humble. I need to fall in line. That's what it is.
You said what you
I need to
said.
be like everybody else.
Stand on the business. You saying what exactly what you saying. Don't let nobody ever change that. You saying it. Say it. Say it.
well, you didn't. Yeah, because
Yeah.
now she.
And another thing.
And another thing,
And another thing. I ain't finna let
Tell him,
nobody
Ray
else
J.
saving my
And
worth. That's
another
regarding Eddie
thing.
Hearn trying me in these negotiations.
negotiations.
They literally started me off with half of what the other two champions was getting. And also I'm going to his hometown. So it's like, hold up, player. You trying me, boy. I ain't no little pimp squeak. You think I'm nobody, but let me show you different. Just cause I got a little country twang, don't mean we broke. Don't mean we struggling. Don't mean we ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
You got my
stuck on
boy
pimp.
Ali. You got my boy Roy Jones. You got a whole bunch of other Southern fighters. You feel me? So Sugar Ray Robinson. We all from the South, and we all great, just like that. Now I feel introduce myself to the game and show you that I'm great as well. I'm finna be on the pedestal just like them. You ain't better than me. You just got there before me.
That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Um, Brian say, and another thing. Yeah.
He snapped his glasses like
Normally,
Ray J and folded them up and said, and here's
normally,
this.
All of what he said. Y'all see, this what they want. This what they want. This what they want. This what they want. Chop Shop came in here and started all this ruckus. Janae say, talk to him,
Look,
Junior. Talk to
I
him.
try to be cool. I try to be cool. I try to be light skinned. I try to be nice. But y'all wanted this and
They
y'all
don't
got it,
want
man.
that. They want you to be the green-eyed evil one. And sometimes you're gonna have to take that do-rag off and let them see the waves. You hear me? Because I don't mind taking mine off for nobody. Let them free.
Yeah.
Chop Shop say, that's what I want to hear. I want that man to want to unify. He does. He does. He does. He said, what really happened? Canelo Ducked Me says, what really happened when you sparred Bud? Yeah, because we've heard stories about that. Now, are you one of the people? Because let me just say this. I respect people who say what happens in sparring stays in sparring. But if you are so inclined to let us know what happened in your viewpoint, please do so.
I got you. I got you. It was very great work, and that boy bad. I can definitely tell you that. I believe he was getting ready for what's my dog name, Sean Porter. But no, it was wonderful work. We just did 3 4 minute rounds, and
Okay.
it was back and forth. I could definitely tell you that. I believe I was like 20 years old at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a head to head. We were doing our thing, and that whole experience just taught me a lot. Like I'm 20 years old, still 100 at the time. 20 years
Mm-hmm.
old, and I'm going back and forth with that dude. You get what I'm saying? Like this
Right.
this Terrence Crawford. This ain't nobody. So I'm going back and forth with him, and it's like I belong. And the sky's the limit. That's how I be looking at it. And that's not even just him. Also, I sparred Tank when I was 20, one time when I was
Mm-hmm.
16. So sparring all these top guys at a young age and handicap, it's just like I belong here. Simple as that. I belong here. And this was back then. So imagine me now.
Oh, very good. And you seem to be one of those boxers who in each fight you grow, and I can see the growth in you. Now, okay, so this ain't neat because listen, you be in there, and it's always a gamble. And see, now that you told me that you acknowledge that you're a little bit off, I understand. You like to, let me ask before I assume. I assume when I watch you, especially early, you like to willingly um see what your opponent has. You will allow yourself to get hit. Like, and to me, it's like, yeah, I just want to kind of see what he got a little bit. Let me see. You
I
ain't
won't
even got.
say is willingly, but at the same time, I do want to test it just a little bit. I just want to see what you got in them gloves. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna let you hit me. You still gotta work for it. But I just want to see what it's hitting on. And I have yet to find an opponent that made me say, I don't feel like going back in there.
Front silver,
So
friend. Front
Yeah.
with a
See,
twang of P. Yeah, I was the P accusations was out the window almost. It's sweet with a twang of P.
See, Brian, and I knew I was like, okay, I feel like that's what he's doing, but then I'm thinking, I don't want him to stop. You cannot. I don't want you to ever find out doing it. But I know I'm hoping that's the young part of you, and I'm hoping that as you continue to elevate, that you, because I saw
no,
that
I
and
got
I've
you.
seen that a few times.
I will admit, but I will admit that some stuff I do is still immature or whatever. Like for example, things like that, and the fact that I love to fight so much. Like
You just
you
like
can
to
love to fight,
fight.
but just teeter it. Yeah, teeter it just a little bit, man.
Okay.
You ain't got to fight in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Slowly
See,
build up into it. You got 12 rounds, so I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm still a little immature in my ways,
oh,
but I'm
okay,
learning, and like you just said, in each fight I'm growing, I'm getting smarter. In my last fight, I
okay,
learned, boy, what you doing? Why you trying to fight when the bell just went off for the first round? So, yeah,
okay. All right, just
I
as
got you. I got
okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Big Play Bray. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, Brian is officially here." Yes, he is.
you. Best
He
believe
is.
that.
Yes, he is. He says, Canelo Duckney says, still wish you could help Devin for the culture. I don't
You
know
said
what
the
that
what?
means. Still wish you could help Devin for the culture. Maybe he's talking about you and Devin eventually, since he's
Oh,
at 47 now too. That would be a really good
talking
potential
about
fight.
sparring. Yeah, now he was talking about sparring, trying to help him out for the culture, like regarding beating up Ryan Garcia and things of that nature. But
Oh,
regarding what you just said, fighting him, that's a possibility one day as well. He at 147, and there's no disrespect, anything like that. Both at 147, we gotta get this thing jumping. That's if that fight ever arrives.
absolutely. Absolutely. That will probably be one of the better fights at 147. And the build up,
I believe
Lord
so.
have mercy, the battle of the boxing dance and box. Oh my
Baby, listen,
goodness.
after seeing Vegas, Bill don't want nothing to see y'all. Hell, I didn't want to talk to Steve no more after we was in
Can,
Vegas. I was done. I was
can, can y'all imagine the slick talking Bay and the southern slang from Atlanta? Baby, listen, that
Hey, look, me and Devin, we just gotta sit back and let them do their thing.
That's it. That's all. Y'all don't have to do a thing.
Yeah.
oh my goodness, I hadn't even sat up and thought about that. So yeah, that's what we working towards. That's the fight I want at the end of 47 for the both of y'all. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I done sat up here and made a fight, y'all. Big Billo, he says, sup, Brian, salute champ. Any chance on getting the Barrios Unification fight next to set up Undisputed with Boots Stadiums? Thank you so much, Big Billo. You must have just got in here not too long
Yeah,
ago,
you
and I
gonna have to go
understand.
back and find that. You go back and find that. How
He
about
said
that?
yes, he does. He
Well, no,
wants them all.
I got you. I got you. I'm I'm gonna say I do want that fight, preferably next. Actually, WBC, it means a lot to me. A whole lot of greats had that belt, and I need one as well. So, I definitely want that fight. I don't care if Barrios got it, anybody else got it. I need that WBC belt.
Okay, so that's Barrios. We on his head, and Barrios is one of my I don't want to say favorite fighters, but I like Barrios a lot. But yeah, that's the I want that
Good
for
character. I
you.
like dude.
Yeah, I like Barrios. I do. I like him a lot. Um, Okay, so listen, we've been trying to get out of here for the last 15 minutes. We're going to let you go. We really do appreciate you coming and chit-chatting with us today. Y'all make sure y'all share this episode. Thank you so much, K Mix. She says, I love the morning interview. Shout out to the queens and shout out to the champ, Brian Norman Jr. If you are in here, hit the like button. Yes, yes, yes. Do what she said. Hit the like button. Wait a minute. I thought I saw you, Chop Shop. Oh,
Stop
I'm
trying to
sorry.
keep asking the same
Mm-mm.
question.
No,
We
no.
not
He said
answering that no more.
no. He said, who does he think he this weekend? Who is he picking? Who you got?
Boo.
Booster Stanionis.
I can't really say. I haven't watched enough fights on either one of them for real to say. Like I just seen little clips on them. I mean, both of them bad. So
I
may
tell
the
you what
best
to
man.
say. I beat both of them. And next question. I beat both of them. Next question. Because what you say, they supposed to be watching
Yeah,
you. You ain't watching
I
them.
really did how I feel.
Okay,
Yeah,
now this is my other
I
question. I'm
really
gonna let you go for
did
real.
feel like I don't care who I step in the ring with, I got him.
Well, there's that. Do you watch boxing though? Like, are you a boxing fan? Because we on here, we people in this chat, we are super duper boxing fans. Are you a boxing fan? And if not, are you a fan of any sport? What's your favorite sport outside of boxing to watch?
Basketball. And that's not really watching. I just love playing basketball. Now, if it wasn't for boxing, I think I could have been the next Nate Robinson, Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb, Isaiah Thomas. Man, I could have been one of the ones. I'm an athlete in general. I just had a little height deficiency, but I'm all right.
Okay, so basketball it is. Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, thank y'all so much. We really appreciate you coming through anytime. And especially when you have your next fight. Your next fight announcement, we're going to either need to see you before or after, preferably before. Okay.
Or both.
But nephew, whenever. We on your time. Got us
I
up
got
this
I got
morning.
you though. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Thank you so much, y'all. We'll see y'all Friday. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Thank you.